The Mind-Gut Connection, a comprehensive analytical summary. Introduction. Emeran Mayer's The Mind-Gut Connection presents a groundbreaking exploration into the bidirectional communication between the gut and the brain. As both a gastroenterologist and neuroscientist, Mayer bridges the gap between traditional medicine, cutting-edge research in microbiome science, and holistic health. The book examines how this gut-brain dialogue not only affects digestion but also influences mood, mental health, behavior, and even decision-making. The gut as the second brain. One of Mayer's central theses is the concept that the gut has a brain of its own, often referred to as the enteric nervous system, ENS. With over 100 million neurons, more than in the spinal cord, the ENS can operate independently from the brain, but it also communicates constantly with the central nervous system, CNS, via the vagus nerve. This gut-brain axis regulates much more than digestion. It influences emotions, stress responses, immune function, and even cognitive performance. Mayer emphasizes that this connection is bidirectional. The brain sends signals to the gut, e.g., stress-causing stomach discomfort. The gut sends signals back to the brain, e.g., microbial imbalances leading to anxiety or depression. The microbiome, the hidden players. Central to this communication is the microbiome, the trillions of microorganisms living in our intestines. Mayer refers to these microbes as hidden influences of our thoughts, feelings, and behaviors. He argues that gut bacteria produce neurotransmitters like serotonin and dopamine, regulate inflammation, and affect the development of the brain itself. Some key insights. 70–90% of serotonin, a neurotransmitter tied to mood regulation, is produced in the gut. Early life microbial exposure influences the development of stress systems. A disrupted microbiome may be involved in mental health disorders such as anxiety, depression, and autism spectrum disorders. Early life programming and the gut-brain axis. Mayer devotes considerable attention to how early childhood experiences, including birth method, vaginal versus C-section, breastfeeding, antibiotic use, and exposure to stress, affect the long-term health of the gut and the brain. He introduces the concept of early programming, suggesting that the maternal microbiome and stress level shape a baby's microbial and emotional resilience. Adverse experiences during infancy can hardwire stress responses into the gut-brain circuitry, influencing vulnerability to chronic illness and psychological issues later in life. This aligns with research in epigenetics and developmental psychobiology, reinforcing how critical the first 1,000 days of life are for lifelong health. Stress, inflammation, and chronic illness. Mayer thoroughly explains how chronic stress impacts the gut-brain axis. Persistent psychological stress can weaken the intestinal barrier, leaky gut, promote low-grade systemic inflammation, alter microbial diversity, exacerbate gut disorders, e.g., IBS, IBD, increase susceptibility to mood disorders. He emphasizes the concept of low-grade inflammation as a common denominator in many modern diseases, both physical, like obesity and diabetes, and mental, like depression and anxiety. The culprit is often a disrupted microbiome and impaired gut-brain communication. Food, mood, and the microbiome. Mayer draws direct connections between diet and brain health, suggesting that what we eat not only feeds us, but also feeds our microbes, who, in turn, influence our mental state. He explains, diets rich in processed foods, sugar, and artificial additives damage the gut microbiota. Conversely, Mediterranean-style diets, high in fiber, fermented foods, and polyphenols, support a diverse, healthy microbiome. Prebiotics and probiotics can potentially restore microbial balance and improve emotional well-being. He cautions against viewing probiotics as a panacea, noting that microbial ecosystems are highly individualized and complex. Nevertheless, he affirms that diet is one of the most powerful tools we have to shape our mental and physical health. Implications for modern medicine. Mayer critiques the reductionist, symptom-based model of Western medicine that isolates body systems and overlooks the deep interconnections between the brain, gut, and microbiome. He advocates for a systems-based approach that integrates gastroenterology and neuroscience, nutritional science and psychology, preventive care and personalized medicine. He calls for more interdisciplinary collaboration and a deeper appreciation for the psychobiological unity of the human organism. Healing the gut-brain axis. In his final chapters, Meyer offers actionable guidance for improving gut-brain communication. Mindfulness meditation and stress reduction techniques, like yoga, deep breathing, to calm the vagus nerve. Cultivating healthy eating habits and avoiding unnecessary antibiotics. Encouraging diversity in microbial exposure through nature, pets, and unprocessed foods. Tuning into gut feelings as valid intuitive signals informed by deep biological processes. He promotes a philosophy of embodied awareness where tuning into the sensations of the gut can help us make wiser, more authentic decisions. Conclusion: a new paradigm of self-understanding. The Mind-Gut Connection is more than a medical text, it is a compelling manifesto for a holistic view of human health. Meyer challenges readers to rethink the boundaries between body and mind, science and emotion, diet and disease. By illuminating the profound role of the gut in shaping who we are, from our mental states to our choices, he opens the door to a new model of medicine, one that is personalized, integrative, and deeply attuned to the body's inner wisdom. In summary, Meyer's work synthesizes decades of research and clinical experience into a compelling narrative that is both scientifically rigorous and deeply humanistic. It encourages a proactive, lifestyle-oriented approach to health that honors the complex interconnectivity of our internal systems.